let's get straight to the breaking news in the investigation into the Capitol insurrection. New subpoenas targeting allies of former President Donald Trump. CNN law enforcement correspondent Whitney Wild is working this story for us. Whitney, the targets of these subpoenas, these new subpoenas, include some high-profile names. We've seen these names before. They've been in trouble before.
Well, these are the names we've really been waiting for. We thought they'd be subpoenaed. Finally, they are. We're talking about Alex Jones and, Alex Jones and Roger Stone. Forgive me. They are two people at the very center of these Stop the Steal rallies. Those are the two most well-known names in this list of subpoenas, which includes other names: Dustin Stockton, Jennifer Lawrence, and Taylor Budowich, now the spokesperson for former President Trump. But these, in totality, indicate that they are really going for the people who are at the very center of the Stop the Steal movement and involved in the organization of the Stop the Steal rallies that preceded the riot. The subpoena for Alex Jones, for example, notes that he was denied a speaking role at the Stop the Steal rally on January 6th, but indicates that the White House either told or asked Jones to lead the march to the Capitol, from the ellipse to the Capitol on January 6th after that rally. The subpoena quotes also directly from Jones' own remarks in December, in which he said, quote, "Finally, Trump has done the right thing. He is now calling on we the people to take action and show our numbers. The time for action is now. Where were you when history called?" Roger Stone's subpoena points out that he promoted his appearance at the Stop the Steal rally and asked for donations from supporters to pay for his security. While he was in D.C., he reportedly used members of the far-right extremist group, the Oath Keepers, as personal security guards, several of whom, according to the subpoena, were reportedly involved in the attack on the Capitol, and at least one of those people has since been indicted. Now, unlike the Jones subpoena, the Stone subpoena points out that he was also invited to lead a march to the Capitol on January 6th, but he ended up not even going to the rally at the ellipse on January 6th and did not lead a march from the ellipse to the Capitol that day, Jim.
All right. They're expanding the net. They're widening the net. And I think what's interesting about this is that, yes, we recognize these big names in Alex Jones and Roger Stone, but these lesser-known individuals, they're the ones we're told by our sources that are cooperating with this investigation and helping out providing information. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
What's become clear is that the committee is doing two things. They're going for the big fish, but they're also trying to squeeze lesser people who know a lot that may not have the means of a Steve Bannon, of a Mark Meadows, to shore up their own defense. And from a strategy standpoint, Dustin Stockton's subpoena is really interesting because it points out that he was in direct contact with Mark Meadows and President Trump. The Meadows part is significant because we know that Meadows is not cooperating with the committee in the way that they want. So if the committee can get other people in his circle, all of the people he was talking to, that takes a little bit of the pressure off the committee to actually get Meadows, but it also makes it much more difficult for him to wiggle out of very pointed, informed questions.
He may want to cooperate.
Exactly.
All right, Whitney, thank you so much. Let's get more.